hit the record button, and here we go. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to yet another update of this beautiful, beautiful Bitcoin chart. Um, Everybody is probably sitting on the edge of their seats, holding their breath, waiting for maybe a big dump to come, or wondering if the bull run is just gonna extend and go to the moon. Are we going up to infinity? We've seen some crazy, crazy shouts of $100,000 Bitcoin and stuff. And yeah, honestly, I would love that. But is this going to happen right now? Well, for all this, you're going to have to stay tuned and we'll go over the charts bit by bit right in a minute. Well, here we go. Here we dive. Well, first things first, the obvious ones. Looking at the RSI and the price action, this is a 4-hour chart. So keep in mind that this chart does bring some weight to the table. So on the 4-hour chart, we do see that we have a little bit of a higher low being formed right here. And on the RSI, what does this show? This shows us a lower low. And now I would like you all to say it together with me. This is a bullish divergence. Yes, of course. So yeah, having this bullish divergence being built up so early after the correction to the downside, or where we see a new series of buyers stepping in, this could lead to a few things. Number one, the one thing this could lead to is actually an explosive move to the upside. But as we are already so high up in the RSI ranges, going straight up could only lead to more problems. Because if we actually really do break up, we are going to need to see RSI make a higher high, because otherwise this is a bearish divergence. And then again, we will be counting the divergences. We'll have one, our first one, then we'll have our second one. Usually the third one is the strike down. So yeah, we're gonna have to play this carefully. What I would be doing, and this is what I'm doing always, is just going level by level, taking it slowly, because every time we see some hesitation, there will be a new buying opportunity. So yeah, I also prefer to not close my positions completely. What I do like to do is scale in, scale out, and just keep trading the uptrend as long as the uptrend is in effect, or until it's proven to become a downtrend. And then we just flip our biases and then we ride it all the way down. It's just that easy. And I know I make it sound easy, but the hardest part in this game is your feelings, your emotions, your fears, your uncertainties. And if you're going too big, then usually this is what is going to start making your judgment get clouded. So be careful, don't FOMO in like a madman. Don't think about all the profit you could have had more. As long as you're making profit, you're doing great. And, it's not going to stop after this bull run. Bitcoin already showed and proved its value amongst the community. And if you're still not ready to believe in it, or if you still have doubts, then maybe maybe you should go back to a little bit more of the fundamentals and the technicals and try to understand what is underlying, because probably there's going to be a little bit of a miscommunication in why we think that Bitcoin is not gonna go to zero. And even if it goes to zero, it's gonna take a long time, and that's a whole lot of shorting opportunities where again you can make a lot of money. So yeah, no panic, just go slow, one little level at a time, and this is how you're going to keep your position safe, or how you're going to keep your gains and your profits safe. And this is the whole name of the game. This is what we're trying to do: make money and then make sure that we don't lose it again, right? So yeah, what are the areas that we do think are important? Number one, on the low end, because right now the stochastics are actually more in the bearish control zone than they are in the bullish control zone. So that means that momentum could still be driving a little bit more to the downside. Is this a bad thing? Actually not, because there are many opportunities lying ahead to be creating even stronger bullish divergences. And especially on such a run, I prefer to see price move a little bit slower rather than to get burnt out and just dump like crazy from 1 minute to the other. So yeah, a real straight up parabolic move like we had in what was it, 2014 and 2017, especially 2017. That was a crazy one. I would prefer to avoid this, and seeing how this year we have a particular one. A lot of people are losing their faith in the economy. They are looking for other opportunities. They are looking for other safe havens. And I think, I'm not sure, I'm not a prophet, but I think that just this change in sentiment also reflects on how the chart is behaving right now. So yeah, let's just dive in. Let's look for some indications. Let's look for the indicators, the levels that we want to respect, break, and hold. And then we can go from there. Let's not make too many prophecy assumptions and all these things. It's very fun to think about these things, and the charts can either confirm or deny whatever you would assume. But number one is the price action and the charts. And then afterwards, on hindsight, this is where you can start maybe making conclusions and think like, oh yeah, now in retrospect, it's very clear that this period must have been influenced because of that or because of that. But we are day trading right here. We are not betting on the overlying sentiment of the majority and stuff, because yeah, I've tried all that. Believe me, I've tried all that. It doesn't work. The best thing that works is just going level by level, like I keep saying again and again and again. I sound like a broken record, but that's the better way to do it, period. So, all right, which are the levels that we need to hold and that we want to see get broken, especially on the RSI, because I'm very big on looking for divergences and all these things. If you follow my channel, you should know that I'm Divergence Man, Mr. Divergence. Yeah. Danger, danger, Will Robinson, divergence incoming. Yeah. All right. So, number one, on the high side, this is clearly the one that needs to get broken if we go up straight from here, because those little tiny levels, those they mean nothing. solo niente, they have no really value, because pretty clearly, if price moves above them, RSI is gonna follow. So those are way too easy. This is the big one that we want to see get broken, especially as soon as we make a higher high. All right. So okay, this is number one. Then we have those ones here, and those are a little bit tricky, because on the RSI they are more or less in line on the same level, but here on the price action we do see a little bit of a yeah, a little bit of a difference. So those are going to be especially important to keep our eyes on. And then yeah, this is our point of no return. This is where, you know, we change our biases, doom and misery, prolonged trending in the wrong direction and all that stuff. This happens on this level right here. So yeah, let's just measure it out. Let's have a look at what the numbers read, and yeah, let's. I'm gonna have a quick look at the overall chat and stream health. Yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We're streaming and we're happy. So let's start with the upside, because on this formation, you know, everybody's looking at the upside. Let's have a look and see what levels need to be broken before we can actually scream for even more continuation. So we're going to do this on a few different time frames, because it's a tricky one. I'm going to use the 5-hour time frame. I'm a big fan of the 5-hour time frame. Just look at this chart. Look at how nice this pictures where the local highs are. I'm a big fan of the 5-hour time frame. So let's use this one. This is 88.1. I'm pretty happy with 88.1, even though it's 88.14, but the calculator rounds it up to 88.1. So let's not fight too much with what we see here. And this read shows us a high of 35,770. It needs to get broken for the high end to actually show us continuation. So this is pretty far off. Now here, looking at this level again, the level that we just formed, you can clearly see the bullish divergence sitting right here. So yeah, if this one plays out, I do expect prices to rise, but the question is price going to hold? Because there are a few things that could happen. We could see a little bit of a holding here, actually get a bearish divergence like this, some pressure down. We could see price take some support here as it actually makes another bullish divergence and then starts building up again. But the way I see it, it's gonna be hard to create a straight shot out of this blue box area anyway. So that's assumption number one. Now on the downside, let's look at these ones here just quickly. 47.3, 48, 48.8. We go with 48 because we just like to round it up or round it off. What is it? Leave your comments in the comments section. Is it rounding up or rounding off? I know my English is not too bad, but it's not my my first language. It's not my native tongue. So yeah, enough said. So this one here, we do get at 48 on the RSI already. We do get 48 on the RSI as soon as we start breaking 25,839. So let's go 25,800 something like, oh, jeez. My apologies, my apologies. There we go. So yeah, that's quite some range we got there. Now let's continue. Let's look at these lows of the lows right here. And I'm just gonna read the bottom one. I think this should do it. That's 26 on the RSI. This is 27 and a half. Let's do 26.7. A little bit of a guesstimation just right there. And this would give us almost 22,000. Jesus, will you look at that? Crazy, crazy numbers. So yeah, clearly breaking down in a straight line, not in the cards. Even if we do see trend turn around, even if we do see the momentum turn more to the downside, I don't expect this to be a violent move. I think we will have enough opportunities to make that assumption, to confirm it, and to slowly start changing our biases. On the upside, like I said as well, a straight shot to the moon is not really going to happen. I would prefer it to go a little bit more slowly. So let's go over to the 3-hour chart. Let's see if the 3-hour chart confirms also what we are reading more or less. And maybe we can then start... Hey, Never Lost. Hello, hello. How are you doing? I hope you're doing great. Never Lost on DLive. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for joining in. So yeah, I'm just going to continue my my analysis right here. So on the upside, right here, this one is sitting on the RSI at 85.5. Let's do that read. Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Well, you know, how can you not be doing great when you're looking at such beautiful, strong charts? You know, and with strong, I don't mean like it's going to shoot to the moon. With strong, I mean that it's a chart where all the reads have a lot of weight. So, you know, this is a trader's dream. This is, you know, seeing such strong signals that, hey, Nomas, welcome. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. So like I was saying, this is a strong chart. All the signals that we get off of this do have a lot of validity. They bring a lot of weight to the table, and this is just a trader's dream. This is what you really want to see. This is you know, this is it's lovely. I don't know how else to say it. Yeah. So yeah, here on the high end, what did I say? 85.6, right? And this one would be topping out at 32,500. 32,500. So let's just add a few horizontals, maybe a ray like this, because otherwise this is going to become a mess. I've seen somebody even add some labels to his horizontals. This is actually not a bad idea. So you can add like this is based on the 3-hour chart. This is based on the 5-hour chart, and then you can take your you can follow up like this which is actually not a bad thing. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to color code my lines, because you know, breaking the one is going to help hold support. Breaking another one is going to help push further up. So in my mind, they do bring some other validity, and they break up these huge boxes, because you know, how do you trade such a range? You need to split it up. You need to make it more usable. Now on the downside, I'm going to do the orange box. That's 42 and this is 40. So we're just gonna go with 41. And remember, this is an average, you know, this is... So the 3-hour chart actually just agrees with the top of the box. So we're gonna leave it as it is. But looking at the volume profile, well, never lost. I'm not really shouting targets, and I'm not doing crystal ball predictions. Yeah, what we do here is actually analyzing the charts, and I go over this every day, day after day, because every day is different. And sometimes you will use, hey Cunelito, welcome, how you doing? So yeah, every day I will be using almost similar indicators, but I will use them in a different way that applies much more to the situation that is projecting. So I don't really believe in those how-to videos where, oh, this is the RSI and you use it like this. It's not wax on, wax off like that. Every situation is a little bit different, and you need to learn to use it in the way that the situation asks for. And this is why I do the videos the way I do them, so that you can follow me. And I'm pretty sure if and when you will be following me for about 6 months, you will have seen the highs and the lows and all the different possibilities. And I think it's not going to take much more than that for you to start building your own style, and then afterwards being able to set and create your own strategies based on that. But this is how it works. Don't go to channels that tell you like, oh, get into this, and we're gonna go to the moon, and 35,000 and 20,000. Oh, and right now 6,000 incoming, blah blah blah. Don't follow these guys, because most people get wrecked. I don't know why that is. They sound really, really, really sure of their predictions, but then when you follow them up, when you take notes of all the predictions that they make, you will see that 9 in 10 will be wrong. It's impossible to predict just a target and say that's going to happen. It's impossible, because even using these indicators, if I will look in an hour or two and a few more candles have formed, then you will see that those reads are different. Just because as time goes by, the situation changes. You need to learn how to do all these things and how to reanalyze every time you look at the chart, every time something changed, so that you can actually stay ahead of the curve. And that's the only way to really be profitable doing what we're doing right here. So yeah, if you're a TA nerd just like me, and you love to get your head in those numbers and work your way around it, then yeah, this is actually really the channel for you. But if you just want to make your life easy, look at a channel that says, yeah, take profit at this level, you'll be good, then yeah, this is not what we're doing right here. I'm really sorry. I hope this answers your question. And I hope you don't feel offended for me saying that, because I know sometimes I tend to say things in a rather harsh way, but I really don't mean it bad. It's just the way I figured out by trial and error that some things just don't work. Some things are not. Um, uh, Oh, never lost. No, no, no. Don't go to those. Sometimes you will see those YouTube streams with those giveaways, and you have to send like I don't know 0.02 Bitcoin, and they give you 10 times more. No, big scam. It's very easy. Just look at the block explorer, enter the public key in the block explorer where you would have to send your Bitcoin or whatever to, and you will see that money goes in, and when money goes out, it doesn't return to the sender address. You can see these things. It's very transparent, so don't get fooled. Yeah, don't believe in free money. There's no such things. Um, yeah. That's what happens. Yeah, you lose your money and you have no claim on it. Yeah. What is a good thing, and I've seen a YouTuber review this, is copy trading. I've seen that I would like to look into this a little bit more, but I think there you could run into some more luck if you don't really have the time to invest in it. Oh yeah, it's literally wasting time and money. But yeah, if you don't have all that money to all that time to invest in trading, there are some platforms that allow you to copy or to take over the same positions like some other traders are doing, and you can also see their progress, their P&L over time. And don't put all your money following one trader, but maybe it's an idea to diversify over a few good ones, and just let them do the heavy lifting. You will lose a little bit of your profit because some of the profit goes to them as a reward and an incentive, but maybe this could be something for you. As soon as I figured out a little bit more how that works, I will also do a review on that. So yeah, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, and it's better to subscribe to YouTube because I will be posting that video. It's not going to be a live stream. It's going to be a video that I will be posting on YouTube. You can find my YouTube account just very easily. Go to Wolves of Bybit, to the website. You scroll all the way down, and then here, all the way at the bottom, you will have the links to my social media networking. All right. So yeah, now I'm going to dive a little bit deeper. All right. So we have our 3-hour chart with the green line splitting the blue box right here. I'm going to remove this because it's going to be confusing. The yellow box is completely confirmed by the 3-hour chart and the 5-hour chart. So those ones are in perfect agreement. And now let's look at the red box. If maybe we can split these levels up a little bit, so that we have a little more of different weights to it. So we got 21 on the RSI right here. We got 23. So let's go with 22. Just split it down the middle. I'm not gonna take this one. This is too low to go. I'm going to take an average between here 31 and 23. So let's go with 25. So what I'm doing with these numbers is actually trying to guess where a bullish divergence could start to emerge. So basically, wow, okay, so 23 is sitting here. This is quite remarkable. We do have an overlapping of the box areas. So yeah, very strong potential in this area right here. You can also tell from the volume node and having these two areas overlap, this is going to be a strong reaction if price were to reach this low. So very, very, very positive actually to see this. And I'm going to drag this one up because we are reading actually from this low here. This is the area of relevance. And yeah, I'm thinking about leaving it as is. Maybe I'm going to add a horizontal line because this will be the real point of no return. This is where doom is all over the place. Yeah. So if we really break this low here, sitting at wow, 16,150. So yeah, that's like a $10,000 crash. You don't have to be a genius to know that this is not going to recover quickly. Even the red zone reaching under the orange box in the red zone, there's going to be a lot of hesitation and possibly a turn of momentum, a confirmation that will show that the bull run is over and that it's short season one more time again. But because these areas are so wide, I'm going to go down to the 1 hour chart. And we're going to do almost a similar analysis and try to break this thing up a little bit more, just so that, you know, we do have a little bit more of validity. This will allow us to see where the 1 hour chart needs to pierce through for us to still hope for at least a little bit of support coming back in. Now on the upside, we do have a lot of positivity because you know, I'm not even gonna bother reading it out, but this area right here, this will be broken in no time. Piercing above this, I'm pretty sure even on a retest, there is already going to be some support coming in. So yeah, maybe I don't even want to do the upside, just because it's so obvious. But let's do the downsides because those are a little bit more important to get them right. So let's do this one. This is the actual local low of this formation. This is at 35. Let's fill it out. 35. We got 26,000. So yeah. Well, you look at that. Even the 1 hour chart agrees with the orange box. This is, you know, how can you start arguing with all the lines agreeing with each other? You know, so yeah, let's not make it more complicated than that. And then we have maybe this low here that we want to see, that's sitting at 25 on the RSI. So let's do that. And 25,200, and that would be more or less in line with the beginning of this node. So let's set a horizontal ray. And I'm not even going to do 25,200. I'm going to set it more at 25,000. Yeah, I think this one would be much better. All right, so we got another green line, a line of opportunity where you know, where we can start seeing some hopium building up. Yeah, of course. Never lost. Of course, this is this is the intention, right? This is what we're trying to do. We're trying to make money, but we're not trying to win the lottery. Okay, so keep that in mind. If you think you see an opportunity to get rich in 5 minutes, think again. It's not gonna happen. It's possible. I've seen it happen, but it's very, very unlikely unless you really have some good insider information or you're just lucky. Sometimes you might. I've seen people do it. They go 100x leverage. They make a 20 Bitcoin position, but with such a high leverage, your liquidation price is so close to your entry level that price cannot be fiddling around a little too much. Like for instance, if you took your position about here, let me zoom in. If you took 100x position about here on this dive and you didn't really get the low of this wick, then you would be liquidated. You would lose everything you put in there just to see the price rally in the right direction. So don't be greedy. This is what we do here. We go level by level, little bits at a time. We take positions that are more on the safe side rather than the cowboy way of doing things. And okay, yeah, profits will be smaller, but making consistent profit, this is where you can actually start thinking about making a good income for yourself. And yeah, this is actually what we're doing. This is learning to really day trade. So I hope this answers your question. Now, yeah, let's just analyze the things that we've seen right now, because I think this will be the final chart. This is the mess we will be working with. Now, how do we color code this? How do we read the different codes? The blue area, blue sky, I think this is very easy to understand, but we do have some levels that need to get broken. Number one, I will, you know what, I'm going to mark this one off anyway, just for the sake of clarity. 58, let's just do it. It doesn't take that long. So 58, that would be 20. Yeah, like I said, just making a new high over this area, and we are good. We are golden. Continuation all around. So breaking this, maybe I need to color code these a little bit differently. Let's go with yellow, and let's go with orange. No, yellow. Yeah, let's be consistent. So here, breaking above the green line, a lot of hope is coming in. Probably as long as we reject this lower part of the blue box, there could be still some hesitation, maybe a little bit of a move up, taking some profit somewhere along the way, then eventually pulling back a little bit till we find some new support. And of course, very important, what we need to see at this point is then a new divergence popping up from here to here. Yeah, so this is going to be a range that maybe you can play. I would not short, but what I will be doing is, of course, taking profit as soon as I see that there is some new hesitation, and then just waiting it out, letting it ride, and then start entering my position anew. So this is one possible play. Now, if by any reason or any chance price would start to be going down from here and just follow this trend line, then eventually it's going to get picked up at latest here on the intersection. I do believe this one is going to defend the low end very, very strongly, just because of the high volume that is being traded here. Also the overlapping of the RSI reads that we got from here. So this one, in my opinion, a very if we didn't break if we do break below the yellow line, I'm going to wait for this intersection to start looking to refresh and fill up my bags even more. Of course, if this doesn't hold, and if we start dipping under 22,500, this is where I would try to let go of all my positions, because this is where the hesitation is going to begin, and that, the future is going to start being more and more unsure as we go down in this area. Right here in this red area, things could go both ways. We could find some resistance building up here, then eventually start making lower lows. What could also happen is that, we follow the trend line, start building up new momentum and go high. As long as we're in this red zone, there's going to be more of a sideways action than a real decision. It's only once we break below the red box, or we wick even, just a wick under this red line, this is game over. Then it's going to start going fast. Okay, so I want you to understand very clearly what the different implications would be for all the different levels that we've been drawing out right here. So if you were able to follow my stream for so long, then clearly you're into TA, and we're just gonna close it with a little bit more of a light talk topic, and that being the dollar action. So yeah, the dollar is not doing great at all right now. Maybe a little smudge of hope, because we do have a little bit of a lower low on the price action and a higher low on the RSI. But it's future unsure. Is this divergence going to play out? We're gonna have to wait it out and see. It's not played out as long as we don't break this level. So I hope this is kind of clear, because what could happen is maybe make another bullish divergence here. You know what? Let's just for the fun of it, let's read it out and let's map it quickly. So we got 26 on the RSI. Let's do this. 26. And what do we see? 89.8. So let's adjust this green box here, because this is not valid at all anymore. And let's move this one, 89.8. So as long as the green box is holding, the dollar could actually start to recover. So let's just go with that. On the upside, it's going to be a whole different story, because we got 62.7, and this would be 90.3. Let's make another box. Oh my God, what have I done? There we go. Okay, so if and when the dollar would be recovering, would need to recover all the way through this orange box. This orange box here is defending the upside. If we do get rejected out of this box, also depending on how much time goes over it, because like I said, those reads can change as time goes by. You need to redo these things every time you look at the chart. But if we do get rejected out of this area, then much more pressure down, and it's going to be ugly. On the other hand, as long as we hold support here in this green area, we could see actually the dollar make a strong case for itself and start reaching higher again. Now, the dollar is not always very correlated to Bitcoin. It has been during the better part of this year, but what it is correlated to is actually E-mini futures, the S&P 500, and the traditional markets. So looking at the traditional markets, what do we see? Traditional markets have been doing great. We actually saw a new higher high on the RSI and a higher high on the price action. So basically what does this mean? It means that the market is strong, and even a correction to the downside would be more of a buying opportunity rather than a terrible thing. So it's only once we see a confirmed bearish divergence, just like we had here, 3 strikes and then confirmation. And yeah, this is where it becomes ugly. And there were a lot of opportunities to sell your bags. On top of that, divergences speak very loudly the way I use them. So yeah, and then look at that. That's for traditional markets, that's a dump. That's a dump in the toilet. Now, here right now, I do think that the markets are looking strong. There could be a correction incoming, but I think no panic is needed. I do believe that there's going to be more buying opportunities, and that we're just going to rally on a little bit more from this read. So if we then compare this to what the dollar is doing, and we're just going to zoom even further out to the 10-hour chart, to give us a little bit more of a better overview. Yeah, this is shitcoin land territory. This is not a nice looking chart, It's almost a free fall. I don't know what else to say. Even on the 12-hour chart, we do have confirmed continuation. It's here we have massive bearish divergence. Yeah, sell your dollars, dump them all, get into some real money, aka cryptocurrency. But yeah, this is going to be it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember, I stream every day, 12:30 UTC. You can follow me on YouTube. Go to the YouTube webpage by just following the website. Go to wolvesofbybit.com. Scroll all the way down. You have the links to my social media right here. You got Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Go to YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell notification, because I always share what time I will be streaming. So very useful if you want to be in the live stream. And then on the other hand, I also do have a Discord channel where you can always address me directly live. The only thing, instead of a membership, that I ask for is that you join us using my affiliate link on Bybit. Okay, this will waiver away any kind of fees that other channels are using. And to not be greedy, what I do is every month I will be giving away a part of the affiliate revenue to the most active traders. So If you think this is, yeah, see you later, Kunelito. Thank you very much. If you think this is something you could benefit from, then by all means try it. You get your bonuses. You don't like it, feel free to leave. It's a free world. But once you signed up to Bybit, remember to send me an email with your desired nickname, the email address that you used for Bybit, and maybe in the message you could also add your user ID, your UID number, so you're very easy to recognize on the platform. All right. So, well, this is it. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Remember, same time, same channel. I will be here. You guys be square. Bye, guys.